Hello everyone, welcome to the new episode of Professionals Unplugged. I'm your host Utkarsh Shukla, and let me introduce you to my guest Olga. Olga, thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you very much for the invitation. I really appreciate to meet you during this magic time, I would say, just a few years left before Christmas and New Year, time to set up new dreams and new targets, new purposes. So it's a really nice time and festive season, and we wish all of those who are going to watch us Merry Christmas and extremely Happy New Year.
That's the best thing to start with you, I think. So let's start with our very basic question. So can you please introduce our audience about yourself, like who you are, what work you do, anything about you?
Well, my name is Olga Starkova, and I have been working as a lecturer at Canadian University Dubai for more than 5 years. I teach math and statistics, and as I have got an extensive professional experience within finance field, I'm also responsible for running extracurricular activities such as CED trading floor, which is aimed to introduce to our students fundamentals on trading and investment, and also allows them to meet up with professionals from the industry to ask different questions. And overall, it actually allows us as faculty members to bridge a gap between theory and practice. And therefore, we're expecting lots of smart investors in the future.
That's great, like you are a lecturer as well as helping people or your students in the finance field as well, right? Like in trading or other aspects, right?
Yes, I have got 2 master degrees in finance, and I have got experience in finance field as well. So I'm not only focusing on statistics and math, but also on finance field.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think both of them are type of correlated with each other, because if there is finance, there is maths and statistics, and on trading as well, you need to be very sharp from the calculation point of view, like what stocks you want to trade or whatever you want to do. Maths or statistics will always be there, right? When it's come to the finance and trading section. So that's a great
100%. Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's jump to our next question. So any story you want to share, like from your journey till now, like you are a lecturer at a university in Dubai, and so any stories from your experience or from your personal or professional life you want to share?
I wouldn't say it's a story, but I would like to talk in general about teaching such dry sciences as statistics and math. And basically, the key issue over here to make those sciences less dry for students, so students can understand it faster and can learn with more enthusiastic approaches to develop that enthusiasm inside, so they can make a substantial progress. From semester to semester, I can see lots of students being scared of math and statistics, and these fears come mainly from their previous experience. That's why in the beginning of each semester, I make a huge effort to remove those internal psychological blockages which stop them from learning math and statistics. So firstly, I tried to explain them that statistics have got a practical implication on a variety of fields. Let's say if I talk to psychologists, I keep saying them, future psychologists, those students who study psychology, I keep asking them, what kind of psychologist you're going to be? The one who's conducting sessions, one-to-one sessions in the office, or the one who is going to establish new frameworks for other psychologists? And they normally cannot reply this question. So I keep saying them, you have to be ready for both. And in this case, in case you're going to be a single professional working in an office, you have to update your knowledge. You have to be absolutely aware what's happening in the professional world. That's why you need to read lots of research papers and understand what's written there. And obviously you need numbers for this. You need to understand basic concepts of statistics. And in case you want to be a psychologist, the one who is going to establish theories for other professionals, you have to make a statement, and in order to justify the statement, you have to use numbers. And you have to be absolutely aware about not only fundamentals, concepts of statistics, but also, I would say, more complex concepts, which you're going to apply later on. If I talk to students from PR and advertisement fields, I keep emphasizing to those students that one day you will need to ask for approval for the budget for the advertisement and PR campaigns. And in order to have that budget been approved, you need to show to your line managers that these PR and advertisement campaigns will have a positive impact on the usage of numbers as well. And let's move on to the journalists, those future journalists. I mean, I keep saying to them, you never know what you're gonna write about which topics you're going to talk, you're going to write, you're going to examine. It can be sport, it can be finance, health, and obviously in order to make your articles more trustful, you need to use numbers. So this is what I start from my semester. Every semester I'm trying to find them something which can attract them to my courses. So basically they can start at least attending my courses. Another way to make statistics and math less dry, I believe, is to set up a friendly environment in the classroom. I mainly say to my students that they can interrupt me at any point of the class to ask for clarification of any introduced concepts, to ask me to repeat any formula, to repeat any practical application of the introduced theoretical concept. And I'm trying to set up that friendly environment so they can also remove that fears, psychological internal fears, and they can start studying easier and faster. This allows me to make the distance between me and my students pretty short, and I can see a positive impact of this. So they can see I'm a human being, I can be interrupted, I can be, they can address questions and I can reply straight away, so they don't need to wait, yeah? To make these sciences as statistics and math less dry, apart from that, I'm trying to always search for new innovative approaches, especially introducing complex topics. For example, I can play YouTube video after the theory part, introducing them normal distribution topic. Or I can ask my students stand up during the class for a while to conduct a probability experiment. For them, it's quite shocking because they always have been asked to sit down during the class. They're not allowed to move. But in my classes, I'm trying to surprise them, and I can also organize discussion, so we can move chairs in a circle, and we can start discussing topics related to statistics level 2, such as cost minimization or profit maximization, and it makes them also involved to the topic. And I do believe that all of these approaches make them attend my classes because they simply getting curious. What's going to happen next class? Oh, that's interesting. Maybe we shall check out. So this is what's actually pleasing. I wouldn't say maybe these approaches that I described before not that much innovative, but I see definitely I see the positive impacts of these approaches. And I have been working on all of this, what I described above, for more than 5 years, and I can say it's my real professional achievement as I see how students make progress during the semester. They start semester from the statement, "I hate math and stats," which is very disappointing, honestly. They finish semester by saying, "Oh, I'm in love with the course." So therefore, I do believe each science can be a loved one if it can be less drive for understanding.
Correct.
Engaging students, interacting with them, looking for new approaches to introduce complex topics. All of these are key issues to make math and stats less dry for understanding.
I totally agree with you on those approaches. Like you started by telling us like how it is getting used in our day-to-day life, right? Not only, I believe, not only on journalism or financial, it is there in every profession. When it's come to the budget or when it's come to the learning, even in software engineering, like in AI and machine learning, you can't go there without knowing statistics, right? Statistics plays a key role in software engineering as well. So it is there in each and every profession, I think, maths and statistics, and trying to explain them with giving real life example, like on every topic, as you mentioned, you give them practical approaches, right? Like where they will be used with an example, like doing practical with them in the classes, like a probability that you mentioned. I think that's the best approach a student can ask for, and that is where the interest develops, when you know where you are going to use it in your real life, right? So when I think the person is psychologically available to understand, like, hey, in this part of my life, I'm going to use this type of maths or this type of problems. That is where I think the things naturally comes in, naturally interest builds of students. Like when you are aware that now these things will be usable in my life or in my future, where on this profession, these kind of things will be used. So a natural attention comes to play in that part when in your lectures or whenever you are learning something new, when you know the practical implementation, right? So I think that's a very important and key point that you have mentioned while giving your lectures. So I think that's why you said that last 5 years it is showing you progress. So I totally agree with you on those points. That's really a great thing to share. I think other people who are into teaching profession or wants to be in teaching profession can learn from this, like how you drive your students, right? How you drive your colleagues while telling them the practical implementation, not only the theoretical one, because practicals are very important in our life, and you just can't read things and you might forget it after 1 year or say 1 month or 2 months if you haven't done the practical of the same. But when it's in your continuous life, right? Like you are continuously using it, you are continuously using the things. That's when it comes natural to you, and that's when you grow. You wanted to learn more about the things, like how that can be improved or how it can be more utilized, right? I think that's a very great answer from your end on the story part.
Yes, I'm always looking for new ways to find, to find tools how to explain them, what actually statistics, and where they already use it. So lots of them have got Instagram profiles.
Yeah.
And I keep asking them, do you know the statistics of your profile? They say, oh no, it's like, this is our real life statistics tools, so you have to be aware.
So let's jump to our next question. So any dream that you possess right now? I think that must be related to teaching, but what's your dream right now?
Oh, also connected to my profession, honestly. So my dream is to see as many happy students as I can, honestly, every single semester. I always say to my students, the university is just one aspect of your life, and please work on others as friendship, family, personal development, sport, music, art, etc. Nowadays it's quite disappointing. Whenever I ask my students, what is your hobby? I normally don't receive any reply.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I believe they should not concentrate on studies. They should grow personally, paying attention to their interests and passions. And I do believe once these young people find their passions, their personal and professional development are going to accelerate. And therefore, we as a society will have a chance to see more happy people in future. So I really dream about to see more happy people in classrooms.
That's the best thing I've heard from a teacher, I think, to let your students explore new things, to explore more hobbies rather than just being a part of a study or being just attached to social media, because nowadays people are more driven towards their mobile or social app rather than exploring the world around them. Right? So yeah, I think that is really one of a common dream that you share with the world right now, to help people find better hobbies or explore more towards the world rather than just a study or just a one part of their life. Correct?
It will help them a lot in future as well. So they will not be focusing only on the professional development, but also on the personal development. And I do believe once you find your passion, you can easily switch your focus. Let's say you have got bad times during your professional development. It happens, yeah? And you can easily switch your focus from the career to your professional interests, personal interests. Sorry, and it will allow you to refresh your minds, to recharge, and so on and so on.
I think that's a very sweet point to end this interview, where you can focus both on personal and professional development. So thank you so much, Olga, for joining in. It was really a nice experience talking to you. So yeah, thanks for joining in.
Thank you one more time. I really appreciate, and I'll be so glad to participate one more time. So don't please feel shy to invite me one more time.
Sure, sure.
And one more time, we wish me and Utkarsh, we wish everyone Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we believe it's a magic time to set up your dreams, which will definitely come true.
Correct. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Wish you the same. Thank you.